And good evening, folks. Welcome into Tom Lara Field for another edition of San Francisco Seagulls baseball. I'm Jonah Lipson. I'll be your play-by-play commentator alongside my color commentator analyst,
Dominic Klima. What's going on, everybody?
And we're excited to get you started here. It's the third to last game or home game of the season for the Seagulls. So the end of the stretch of the season, a season that hasn't really gone the way the Seagulls were hoping. They're just looking to finish off on a good note and hopefully get an upset win here against the Sonoma Stompers, who are currently pushing to be the top seed in the CCL North and make it in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that top seed is very big because you get the bye in the first round of the playoffs. So Sonoma's definitely looking to keep that, whereas the team behind them, the Blues are only one game. So the Seagulls are looking to spoil it here for the Stompers and make things a bit more interesting for everybody up at the top.
So, starting on the mound today for the Seagulls is Max McGrady, one of the more veteran in terms of experience this season, at least I'll say, starting for the Seagulls. And leading it off for the Stompers is going to be Cameron Hegeman. So we will get started here. And Hegeman with a .259 batting average this season. First one's in there for a strike. And McGrady. First one is grounded to short. Here comes Victorian. Makes the catch to Bird, and that's out number one of the game.
Third baseman number 24, Max Hendren.
Now it will be Max Hendren up for the Stompers. Hendren has the highest batting average on the team for the Stompers, .413 through 63 at-bats. One is going to be fouled left. What do you like about McGrady, Dom?
Well, he has a pretty typical pitch arsenal. He's got a fastball, slider, and a curveball. I was talking to head coach of the Seagulls, Mark Caviglia, today, and he was saying that McGrady is very, very strong when he is ahead in the count, as most pitchers are, but he is particularly strong. He does struggle when he is behind in the count. There are a fair amount of pitchers that can fight their way back through, and McGrady has struggled to do that all season, so hopefully he can get that turned around here. And Caviglia said that he has some faith in him that he can do that. So if he's able to just get in front, stay there, or also fight for it, he's in for a good game.
So here's the 1-2 for McGrady. And the ball is just off the plate.
That was a good choice, though, to try and go outside, get him to chase, but a good look there from Hendren.
So count's tied up at 2, and that will be a single down the right field line for Hendren. So their best hitter gets a hit right away.
Yeah, Kyle Olympia, just to note here, he was at SF State, so I've seen him play. Actually broadcasted him a couple of times. Pretty good player here for the Stompers. Unfortunately, our baseball program did get cut, so I'm wishing him all the best of luck, where you can hopefully get somewhere else and keep playing the good baseball that he has been.
First one, fastball, just on the line. And McGrady with a .741 ERA through 34 innings pitched. Ball is fouled high right.
And just to know here, this is what I was talking about just a second ago, where McGrady is ahead in the count, and Caviglia said that his strikeout pitches, especially mixing in those secondary pitches, is where he really thrives. So let's see what he's got here to hopefully get his first strikeout of the day.
And grounds it. Seagulls go for the double play, and they do not get it. It'll be safe. Olympia will be safe. A close call there for Jackson Bird, who's on first. But that'll be 2 away for San Francisco. Now it will be Paul Lazole. Ball gets away from Johnson, and so Olympia will make it on without a slide to second. Ball's fouled back. It hits the at-bat batter right on the foot.
The on-deck batter.
You are correct, excuse me. And here's the 1-1. Lazole has the advantage here, being a lefty on McGrady, who's a righty. Lazole with a .225 batting average this season to 89 at-bats. That is wide. So 2-1. McGrady, as you said, wanted to see how he does being behind the count. And a low ball, but gets just in there. So count's now even at 2. And that is going to be grounded to Victorian, who goes over to first and puts out Azul, and this inning's over. So a solid start there from McGrady and the Seagulls. Only 1 hit allowed. 4 batters take the plea, and now the Seagulls will take a chance to hit.
number 26, Mac Galvin.
And so we come to the bottom of the first. Mac Galvin is leading it off for the Seagulls. He was a very late sub-in. Josh Hansen was supposed to lead off, but had a finger issue. So right before the game started, Hansen was a late game scratch. First one's in there.
Yeah, just before everybody got out for the national anthem, so not what you're totally looking for if you are the Seagulls, but now it's up to Galvin to step into the role, and I'm sure he's going to do just fine. And, leading off is always a nice spot to be, so I'm sure he's happy to be there.
And Galvin with just a 178 batting average this season, but like we've talked about, got some unlucky bats. And this one does drop, so Galvin goes to second on a pass ball a little bit, but that'll be a lead-off single, and then he'll make it to second, I believe so. Not called a double.
Victorian.
Either way, great start there from Matt Galvin. Excuse me, the official score is credited him with the double on that.
No. It's a double. GG, it's a double. Okay. No. It's a double. I'm like 90% sure it's a double. If it's wrong, blame it on me.
So, Galvin on second and Victorian at bat with the 1-1 count. That was that one right. Victorian with a 417 batting average this season, but only 6 games played. A fairly new signing for the Seagulls.
And now the Seagulls are up again, talking to head coach Mark Caviglia before the game. As I mentioned, he said that the Seagulls hitting isn't too bad this year, but runners in scoring position is what they're struggling with. And we saw that last night as they were they were down by 1 in the 8th inning, and they had 2 runners on second and third, no outs, and they could not convert any of them across into runs. So he said that getting no runs across with runners in scoring position has kind of been their unfortunate problem all season long. And hopefully this can get it started with just a few games left and take it away from the Stompers.
So here's a full count for Victorian against Devin Laginto. And that one is going to be grounded to third. They will go the long way and put out Victorian. That's one away. Galvin is held up at second. And now it's Alan Ramirez, player that's been pretty consistently in the starting lineup when he does play. This one's off the plate, and Devin Laginto, one of the better pitchers on the Stompers. He has a 3.72 ERA through 29 innings pitched. So he's pretty solid for them.
Yeah, anything under 4 means that you're having yourself at least a pretty decent season. Obviously, being under 3.5 is even better, but as I said, under 4 is always good, especially with how competitive the CCLL North is right now. Having under 4 is a bit better than it seems, just looking at the stat.
However, is down the 2-0 ball, and that one bounces to short. Will go the long way, and it is passed. And Galvin will run over to third, and so Ramirez gets on first through the error from Olympia. So runners on the corners, and only one out. And now it'll be Ethan Johnson.
If you're the Seagulls, you'll take that any day of the week with that error. That one was going to be close. We saw that Ramirez was running it out. He's one of the faster guys on the Seagulls. But now you've got runners on the corners, only one out.
But right away, it is 0-2 count for Ethan Johnson. Ethan Johnson, who was gone for a few weeks in the middle of July, but is now back. And first ball for Laginto.
Good take there from Johnson. You could see that Laginto was trying to get his eyes away and low in the zone. Try and chase that one out, but Johnson was ready for it. Still got to be ready, though, again with the 1-2.
And so 3 pickoff attempts from Laginto over to first. Both unsuccessful. And Johnson, a .226 batting average this season. Chases that one. And Johnson is gone, or is struck out.
Yeah, tough one there. You got to tip your cap to Laguinto up on the mound. That was a good off-speed pitch. Got him to chase low in the zone. And as a hitter, it's super hard to lay off that one. So hopefully Johnson can shake that one off and get into his next at-bat feeling a little more ready.
Now it's Ethan Bergen. Ethan Bergen with a .222 batting average this season through 18 at-bats. And that one right in there for a strike.
You can see that Laguinto is very aware of Ramirez being on first. One of the Seagulls' best base stealers here. So he's going to make sure that even though he knows you can't necessarily throw him out all the time from home, he's going to keep throwing back at first to keep him there.
So here's the 1-1. That one is grounded just short. And Olympia will go all the way to first, and he'll make the catch. And so Galvin will not score. And with 2 runners on base, runners on the corners, Seagulls do not score. And we'll go to the top of the second. And we are here in the top of the second. Xander Silken up to bat. This ball is high.
After doing
2-0 count, both inside pitches.
After doing a quick interview with the head coach of the Stompers, Zach Pace, he was telling me that he was feeling good with their past 3 or 4 games. They've been able to hit the ball well, and just they've really been getting together as a team, and just they've been competitive. Because of that, it's a lot easier to play well when you're having fun, not just playing out there just to play for yourself. And he was also saying that one thing that he would like to work on here is their fielding, which we saw with that quick air there from back in the first.
Yeah, definitely interesting to hear about. We don't get to hear much about the opposing teams, but some good insight. And Xander Silken is quite a new player. Has only played 2 games, 8 at-bats for the Stompers, as McGrady has climbed back into this count. It was 3-0, now it's 3-2. So kudos to him, staying calm, composed, and getting in the zone. And that one just under the zone, so Silken will get a leadoff walk.
Pitcher number 46, Esteban Sepulveda, who is our hot dog batter, brought to you by AWC. Remember, Sepulveda strikes out.
Now it is Esteban Sepulveda, the catcher, who wasn't originally supposed to start. Another late scratch, this time on the Stompers end of things. It was Connor Pulowski was originally the starter, but a late game scratch. We did not get the reason for that.
Yeah, you don't see a whole lot of late game scratches from both teams, so interesting to see. Hopefully everybody is all right, nobody's too banged up, and they'll be back to play tomorrow for both of their respective teams.
There's the 1-1 for McGrady. That one's going to be grounded. Victorian goes to second, and it is too high for Bergen. He is off. He is not on the plate, and so that is, both runners are safe.
Underhand toss over to second, so they got to just shake that one off and not let anything too bad happen in this inning. And it's on both the defense and McGrady, to keep it there.
And here's a bunt from Tapia. McGrady goes, and Tapia is put out for the first out of this inning, but Silken and Sepulveda both advance. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Sonoma. And now it's Quinn Medin. First one's just a little wide. That one is going to be grounded. It will go to first, give up the run, and the Stompers take the lead first. 1-0.
Yeah, one thing they've been able to do that Seagulls haven't is just drive in runs and Seagulls are able to get one out there, so that gets the inning closer to over. But yeah, as you said, Stompers, get one across the board first.
Now it is Kieran Baker, the bottom of the order for the Stompers. And first ball is right in there for a strike. Kieran Baker with a 211 batting average, fouls back. So that one struck out by Kieran Baker right in the zone, and the inning is done. 1 run scores, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Seagulls will try to tie it up. We go to the bottom of the second. Jackson Bird leading it off for San Francisco, a lefty. And right away, Bird hits a fly ball to left field, and it is grabbed by Kieran Baker, and that's one away.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Bird. There was some good movement on that pitch, so caused him to kind of swing out in front and not roll the hands over like on a ground ball, but turn out instead of turn over, and that was why he swung a bit under it. It was a fly ball on the left.
Now Derek Wallvogel at bat. Wallvogel did not bat yesterday. First one's right in there for a strike. Wallvogel on the season has a 233 batting average, 373 at bats, but is down 0-2 right here.
Yeah, third on the team in hits, and that's something hopefully he can replicate here and just get the Seagulls just not even necessarily on the board with just a big swing back and a home run, just get on base and try and get all the way around. Because as we've seen, the Seagulls hitting in the past few games has been solid. They've had over 5 in the past 3 games, which getting 8 to 10 is always respectable, always very nice. And again, as head coach Mark said, just getting runners in scoring position, that's where they need to improve with just a few games left.
And a ball that is just outside.
Good take, try to get him to go on that outside pitch.
So 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that's 2 away for the Stompers.
Now batting for the Seagulls, third baseman number 51, Justin Seckler.
Now it's Justin Seckler. Not much time at even playing this season, so he's got an opportunity. In fact, he only has 3 at-bats this season. And no hits. So an opportunity for him to show what he's got.
Yeah, this is the first time that we've seen Seckler at home this season.
This one's going to be popped up into, looked like, behind the stadium on the right side. And we have a 1-1 count. That one is outside off the plate. And that one is going to be sent to deep right field and just fouled. It was Medin who was sprinting to try to almost make the catch, but just a little too far for him. And now we have a 2-2 count. And that one gets Seckler right on, looked like the bottom of his leg. And so he'll take first.
Joseph Prieto.
A nice little 2-out walk there for Seckler. Able to keep the Seagulls in this inning and just get some guys on base. And even if he can't score, just drive up the pitch count of Leguento. He's pitched 32 in 2 innings, which isn't super high. So
this one is popped up coming into the stadium and bounces back outside of it. Anyways, speaking of new batters, here's a brand new batter who hasn't seen any at-bats this season for the Seagulls. It's Joseph Prieto, brand new, and he drives this one into center field, and on his first at-bat of the season, he gets a base hit.
yeah, that was a really good swing. Again, I say this a lot, but just waited on it. It was smooth, a bit inside, but it didn't bother him. Still turned on it, and it was nice. Just dropped in, up and over the head of the shortstop of the Stompers. That was Olympia, and dropped in for a nice single. So another way that the Eagles keep this second inning alive.
And now the lineup flips over. Matt Galvin back at it. He doubled to lead off in the first, and he whacks this one into right field, and a diving catch from Medin to end this inning. So through some impressive at-bats from Seckler and Prieto, a hit that Galvin almost got it to drop, but does not, and that'll end it.
Yeah, that was close. Those are some of those balls that are put in the play, and they drop in, find a spot, and you just got to give some kudos there to the right fielder, Medin, diving, sprawling out to make that one, and the Seagulls can't come across with any.
go to the top of the third. The batting order flips over for the Stompers. Cameron Hageman back in. First one is right in there for a strike. Hageman rounded out to shortstop in the first. And this one is whacked into right center field, and that'll be a leadoff single for Hageman.
Yeah, not a bad placement there from McGrady on the outside, but Hageman able to get the hands out there and just kind of, as you said, kind of whack that one. That one dropped in, a whole lot of speed on it, but still found a hole in the outfield.
Now it is Max Handren. Handren singled in the first, but then was tagged out. Or excuse me, forced out. And so a 2-0 count for McGrady. Fouled back.
Noticed on that last one, Hageman didn't try and steal, but he's taking a pretty big lead off of first, so he's expecting Handren to put it in play. He's going to take off. This could be a nice hit and run play.
Well, Handren with the nice batting average on the team for the Stompers, so it makes sense why he's taking a large lead. And that one is just a little low, so Handren has the lead in the count, 3-1.
You can see what McGrady was trying to do, try and get him again to look down in the zone, get him to chase maybe a ground ball, hit into a double play, but a good take there from Handren.
And that one just in the bottom left corner of the zone, so McGrady ties up this count and makes it full.
Yeah, good fastball again. Handren looked to be sitting off speed pitch, so McGrady able to jump on that opportunity.
Swing and a miss. And McGrady got him chasing on that ball.
Yeah, fastball outside, perfect placement. And again, McGrady able to climb back from that 3-1 count and get a strikeout. Not only just, it's tough to get an out when you're, in general, when you're down in the count, but getting a strikeout, you got to give even more kudos to him for that one.
Yeah, McGrady just staying calm, keeping his composure. And that's one away. Now it's Kyle Olympia. That curveball gets in the zone.
Really good pitch. Didn't cut in until the last second. Freezes Olympia, freezes his hands because it's on the inside. If McGrady can mix in just a couple more of those secondary pitches, get him on the corners of the zone, that spells some trouble for the Stompers.
That one just a little outside.
You can see him trying to do it again. I still like that placement, though. Again, just off the zone, but it was really close, and that slider had really good movement all the way. So he's really feeling his off-speed pitches, and his fastball looks pretty solid, too. He's only pitched 39 here in the top of the third. So we'll have to see what he has, because even though he's given up a run, he still looked good.
That one gets away from Johnson, and Hageman will make it over to second.
Now a runner in scoring position for the Stompers, as you said, that's Hageman, so now the Seagulls definitely aware of that.
So 2-1. It's Olympia who made it on base in the first through a fielder's choice. This one is absolutely blistered into left field, and it drops And here comes Hegeman going in, and he will score, and that'll be a RBI double for Kyle Olympia. So Olympia just had a good pitch and took advantage, and it looked like it was going to be gone for a second. It doesn't, and Wallvogel tried to track it down, could not.
Yeah, lucky for the Seagulls there that it was not gone, just didn't have the distance, had everything else, so just tough for McGrady. That was a really good swing by Olympia. He was just able to read that pitch out of the hand really well. So hopefully that doesn't shake up McGrady, who before that was having a good inning and just a good game through the first two.
That ball is in the dirt. So the Stompers now have the lead 2-0. One is just a little high.
McGrady hasn't pitched a strike to him here. He might be trying to avoid the zone a little bit after that double, but he's got to find a way to just keep his confidence up.
On that one low, so another ball thrown, as you said. 3-0 against Lazul, who grounded out to shortstop in the first. And that one is low. Looked like it might have been the zone, but it's a 4-pitch walk for McGrady. And now you're going to have a mound visit from Ethan Johnson and pitching coach Cage Cascone.
Yeah, the pitch just went the way of the batter there. Not much you can do. So again, just after giving up that double and the walk, just has to shake it off, get back into his rhythm.
And he will, as a pitcher that's been around the whole season for the Seagulls, pitched a lot of innings, knows this team. 7.41 ERA isn't amazing, but he'll keep his composure and get back into it here against Xander Silken.
Now batting for the Stompers. Second baseman number 51, Xander Silken.
Silken has had the first run of the game back in the second. Ball is just low, and that's another ball thrown. It's his 5th straight. One way off the plate. And so kind of as you said, McGrady just can't find the zone here. Either that or he's just too afraid to throw it in there after the RBI double.
Yeah, might just be a bit afraid to get burned, but you just gotta trust your stuff here.
And again, 7 straight balls thrown. Finally gets one there.
That's some good placement, fastball low in the zone, and Silken knows that that's a hard pitch to swing at. It's gonna be ground out almost every time unless you hit it perfectly. So a good spot there from McGrady.
But that one is high, and that'll load the bases. Silken gets a walk.
Pitcher number 46, Esteban Sepulveda, who is our hot dog batter, brought to you by AWC. Remember, if Sepulveda strikes out, it's half price hot dogs for the
Here's
next half.
Esteban Sepulveda. Taking the plate with 1 out and loaded bases. Sepulveda made it on base from an error in the second. And gets us first pitch strike there with McGrady.
That's a good start for McGrady. If he can get a strikeout and hold the runners where they are and then hopefully produce out after that, that would be huge, not only for this inning, keep the Stompers at a 2-0 lead, but also for his confidence. And I think that first inside good off-speed pitch is the way to start.
This one is going to be grounded and fouled left.
Once again, I just said 0-2 count. This is perfect. Just get it started and get this inning over with, get the bats on.
And similar to what you said, or you were talking about talking with Coach Caviglia earlier, how when he has the lead in the count, that's when he's most comfortable.
Yeah, and hopefully he can try and apply that. He's been good all season when he's ahead. 0-2, that's right where you want to be.
This one is popped up into, looks like third base, and Seckler makes the catch. The runners all stay, so that's 2 away.
Yeah, even though it wasn't a strikeout there for McGrady, still able to keep some weak contact. I'm going to swing under it, pop it up straight to the shortstop. That's Victorian. So now there's 2 down, makes it a lot easier. You can breathe a bit more.
Now Gabriel Tapia, the designated hitter at bat. And a first pitch strike from McGrady. Now he's feeling more like himself. Does not need to worry about any sack hits here because with 2 away, they can just get a ground out or a fly out and end this inning.
Pitch got a bit away from him there. You can see he was trying to go for an outside high, maybe get him to think about swinging. Maybe not that high, just a bit more in, of course. I do like the thought, but again, just got away from him a little bit. It happens.
So it's 1-1. This one is fouled high left. And McGrady now has a 1-2 count. Tapia grounded out to the mound in the second. And this one is whacked into left center field, and 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And so that's going to be the 2 RBI single for Tapia. McGrady had the 1-2 count and then just got an unfortunate hit there. So that puts 2 more in and makes this score 4-0. Here is Quinn Medin. Runners on first and second. That ball's inside. So 1-1 count. So good pitch there from McGrady, and it's strike 2. a 1-2 count. Runners on first and second. And that one just inside.
Yeah, 2-2 count here for McGrady. Not a bad at-bat for him here. He could put away pitch on the outside, maybe a slider.
And this one whacked into center field. And a diving catch from Matt Galvin. He makes it. He puts his arm up, holding the ball, showing how impressive of a catch that was, and ends this inning. So 3-run score there, and it looked like more were about to, but Matt Galvin says not so fast.
Yeah, that was a really good catch. Took off from center and didn't look back, slid down onto a knee and right into the glove. Perfect all the way through. As he said, showed it up. He's proud of himself for that one, and he should be. Kept it just a 4-run game heading into the bottom of the third.
Through the third, Caden Victorian leading it off. The Stompers now lead 4-0. And first pitch strike from Laginto.
Tough one to swing at. He put that one right in the corner.
Victorian grounded out to third in the first. Victorian takes a low ball. And the umpire stops for a second, tells the pitcher not to throw.
I don't think the batter was ready on that one.
That's what it was. Now we'll get back to it. And Victorian absolutely blisters this thing. It drops, and Victorian's coming to second. And he will stay there. So a leadoff double from Caden Victorian.
Now batting for the Seagulls, right fielder number 7, Alan Ramirez.
Now Alan Ramirez. Takes an inside pitch. Takes an outside pitch.
Good take when to go for that slider coming all the way across the zone.
Ramirez made it on first from an error back in the first inning. And he hits this one down the left field line. It will be fouled.
It took a chance on that inside pitch, and it tried to put that one in the play, but I'm guessing he saw it out of the hand. Looked to be a little more across the plate than he realized, but still not bad contact for the pitch in that location.
So here's 2-1. And he hits this one into deep left field. And here comes Victorian. He drops it. Ramirez going to second. He will make it easily. And the Seagulls put one on the board. Back-to-back doubles.
Catcher number 16, Ethan Johnson.
Credit Ramirez with the RBI. And here come the Seagulls.
A really good swing there from both Victorian and Ramirez. Didn't put it in the same spot. Victorian hit it in the center, Ramirez in the left. But both good swings all the way through, and not one of those lucky bloop hits that you get. Those were both nice, solid line drives, sounded great off the bat.
Now Ethan Johnson was struck out in the first.
Again, to note here, finally the Seagulls are able to get one across.
And absolutely smokes this one into right center field. It drops. Here comes Ramirez. And that's 3 straight doubles for the Seagulls. I don't know if we've seen something like that this season.
Now, batting for the Seagulls. Second baseman number 7.
Wow.
Yeah, no, very good 3 straight doubles. You don't see that from any team, really. That's a good hitting streak for any team, not just the Seagulls. And yeah, 2 of them in center, deep center field, over the head of the Stompers center fielder. And now it's a 2-run ball game. Pretty good inning, and again, no outs as well.
Yeah, how about it? And a mound visit for the Seagulls. Or excuse me, for the Stompers. But yeah, that's it. 3 straight doubles for the 2-3-4 batters. And now people will return to their places as Ethan Bergen comes up to bat. And as you said, yeah, no outs. A 4-2 score. 4-2 score. Ethan Johnson at second. Ethan Bergen grounded out to shortstop in the first. You think we're going to see another double here?
I sure hope so.
This one is going to be fouled down the right side.
Yeah, the Seagulls, like you said, pass lead batters just able to see it great out of the hand every time. I mean, they waited on it perfectly. Good swing all the way through. And again, now that's 2 runs, and both with runners in scoring position.
This one also fouled. So now Laginto has the 0-2 count.
Tied him up on the hand, still got him to swing. Got a piece of it, though.
That one way outside.
Really good take, though. Slider came all the way across the zone as a righty pitcher on a righty batter. It's so hard to lay off that one. It doesn't look like it's going to be near, or it looks like it's going to cut right in the middle for you. So really good job to Bergen, able to lay off that one.
This one is going to be grounded into third. They make the throw to first. So that's one away for the Stompers, but Johnson gets to third.
Yeah, obviously it would have been nice to get a base hit and advance him to third, but you'll take getting him to third because, again, only 1 out. It's not – the Seagulls do have the 1 out to play with, and this is a deep enough fly ball here from Bird that could knock in Johnson, and now it's only a 1-run ball game.
So Jackson Bird at bat. First one, he treks it, but comes back, appeals to his third base umpire, says no. Jackson Bird gonna fly out to left field, and this one is smoked again. And Bird will come over and get the double. And so it's not 4 straight doubles, but it is 4 in 5 at-bats.
Yeah, 4 doubles in a game is always something to be happy about. 4 doubles in 1 inning. Well, that's even more reason to be happy, especially if you're Coach Mark Caviglia. Knocking another one across, runner in scoring position. As I said, 1-run ball game, and still only 1 out.
Absolutely. And you have a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, once again.
And so, a quick visit from Sepulveda. But this type of hitting we haven't seen from the Seagulls all season, it feels like. That's something they've struggled with a lot. Of course, bat pitching has been one of their biggest issues, but batting, this is some of the best batting we've seen this entire season.
Yeah, and again, their kryptonite this year has been, as we've said multiple times now, hitting with runners in scoring position, and they've done a great job of that just in this inning. So I'm really hoping that this can set them up well for the rest of the game.
Swing and a miss for Derek Waldvogel.
Yeah, he was in front of that Osby pitch. It was in a good spot, though, down the plate. So he was thinking fastball. If he would have gotten a hold of that, waited a bit longer, that one could have given the Seagulls lead. He could have drilled that.
Waldvogel. It's a wild pitch, gets past Waldvogel, and Jackson Bird heads over to third. So 1-1. Waldvogel struck out in the second. Timeout from Waldvogel. Takes a second. This one gets behind Waldvogel all the way back at the wall. Bird stays at third.
Yeah, I don't think that's where he wanted to put that one.
Yeah, you don't say. 2-1. Inside pitch. And 3-1.
Now a 3-1 count. Waldvogel better be ready to look at something that's on the plate here. Again, deep fly ball could knock in a Bird that's on third.
Miss. And now we have a full count. This one is going to be popped up and fouled over the stadium. So we'll do it again.
A good swing there from Waldvogel. It was inside. Could have been called a strike, but he was able to fight that one off.
This one is going to be grounded into center field, and this ball game is tied. And Waldvogel flapping his wings. Just 1 out still, and 4 runs scored, 5 hits. Waldvogel probably not as happy because that's a single and the rest were doubles. But of course he'll take that any day of the week over and out.
Yeah, that was a comebacker right back up the middle. Fastball, he waited on it and he was ready. Had his timing down perfectly. Nobody could get there, rolled in the outfield. And as you said, tie ball game.
And now we're going to get a pitching change, it looks like. And so we'll take a break here as the red-hot Seagulls force The change at the mound. And we're back at it. New pitcher, it's going to be Ryan Seo against Justin Seckler, who was hit by pitch in the second.
Wait, I don't need this. I have this. Okay, thank you. I have
That one is off the plate.
Interesting pitching form there from Seckler. His arm comes all the way out, which makes it a little harder to read when it's coming from the side, not from up top, especially off-speed pitches like a curveball or a slider.
Seo with almost 10 innings pitched this season has an 8.38 ERA, so he's definitely looking to get that down. And smoked down the right foul line.
I got one from Danielle like on the second day. I found it on the counter. I was like, "Hey, this is
So 1-2
y'all wish you had the Seagulls figured out."
with Waldvogel at first. Just one away. And ball is going to be fouled down left.
Not a bad swing there, just a bit early on it, but he definitely had it timed up and he was ready for that one.
That one gets away from Waldvogel, goes to second, and makes it in time. It was Sepulveda who came back and threw it all the way, but not in time.
Yeah, not a bad jump there from Waldvogel. Didn't even have to get down. He knew that he was in there.
So now Waldvogel in scoring position, hoping to take the lead here. That one gets away. Waldvogel looks to go and then turns and goes back.
Yeah, I definitely thought about it, but that one came off the wall, had a pretty good bounce, and if he tried to go for third, he most likely would have been out. So good awareness from him to stay on second.
So 2-2 count. And this one absolutely drilled into center field. And it's caught, and Wallvogel stays at second. So an unproductive out there for the Seagulls. And it's 2 away.
Designated hitter number 35, Joseph Prieto.
And now Joseph Prieto singled in the second.
He was one first ever swing as a Seagull, first ever pitch. Nice line drive single. Let's see what he's got here.
First pitch strike from Seo. Yeah, like you said, he has that kind of sidewinder. Very low. And absolutely drills this one into center field, and it's Hegeman who makes the catch. And either way, though, Seagulls tie this ball game up with 4 runs in the inning. They're feeling it right now. So leading off in the 4th is going to be Kieran Baker for the Stompers. Brady's still on the mound. First pitch strike. And this one is going to be popped and fouled deep right. So 0-2 count for McGrady. And another foul ball. Baker was struck out in the second. And ball just under the zone.
Johnson thought that it was a strike. He popped up. He was ready to throw back, but fortunately not the case.
going to be grounded. Here comes Victorian over to first and makes the throw, and that's one away.
Now batting for the Stompers. Center fielder number
McGrady, even though we didn't get the strikeout, some weak contact to ground out to start off. Hopefully, he can keep that up here in the rest of the fourth.
Now Hegeman up to bat. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the third and has a run. First ball is wide. And hits this one into right field. It drops for Ramirez, and that's going to be a single. So it's back-to-back hits for Hegeman.
Now batting for the Stompers. Third baseman number 24, Matt Hendon.
Yeah, decent swing. He's able to time it up and get it right on the big part of the barrel on the bat outside. So now McGrady has to really kind of lock in here on this next batter. He's got Handren, who is a lefty. So righty on lefty, that opens up the plate a lot more for Handren. It is a ball. Even when he does take a swing, that means 9 out of 10 times that's a double play ball.
And ball is outside. So 2-0. Handren 1 for 2. Struck out. Swinging in the third. And so McGrady, probably because of the disadvantage here, is scared to throw it in the zone. But he has a 3-0 count. And there he gets it in the zone. Fouled back, and McGrady fights his way back, and now it's a full count.
Able to get 2 foul balls there, which means that it's nice because Handren can't get it timed up.
Here comes the runner. Either way, it's a walk for Handren, and that's 2 on with 1 away.
You could see that McGrady was trying to get him to chase up high, but left it a bit too outside. Pitch got away from him just a bit. Might not have gotten the release point right on that one. So now there's 2 on with only 1 out.
Kyle Olympia at bat. It's 1 for 1 with a RBI double in the third. First pitch strike for McGrady. Seems that when he gets a first pitch strike, he seems to feel a lot more confident than when it's a first pitch ball.
Yeah, and that's what Caviglia was saying. He's very good at doing that, whether that be a swing and a miss or a foul ball. Not a whole lot of strikes looking.
That time it is wide. Swing and a miss. The 1-2.
Now at the 1-2 count, Olympia's got to protect here. Doesn't want to watch something go by and get the strikeout, and all of a sudden there's 2 down. Again, with the runner in scoring position, this is where Sonoma wants to capitalize and try and retake the lead.
Ball is low and off the plate.
Good pitch there from McGrady. He almost got him to go across and take a swing at that low slider. Honestly, if I was McGrady, I wouldn't mind if he tried to do it again. Just keep it a little higher in the zone, maybe just at the belt.
And similar position to that last pitch.
Yeah, tried it again, but you got to give it to Olympia there. He lays off of it 2 pitches in a row. It's very hard for any hitter to do that, especially when you got 2 strikes.
And so full count. 2 runners on, 1 away. And this one will be fouled. Johnson goes to first. Puts him out, or excuse me, it's not fouled. It is bunted, I would say. Got the bottom of the bat.
First baseman number 45, Paul Lazul.
And stayed at the plate, and so Johnson able to throw out Olympia. And both runners advance. 2 in scoring position, 2 away. Now it's Paul Lazul. Gets that first pitch strike.
Just saying that on that pitch where Olympia grounded out, it was a really good off-speed pitch again from McGrady. It looked like Olympia was sitting fastball, so that's why he swung so far out in front of it. So it was a slow dribbler just in front of home plate and the easy throw to first for Johnson.
Outside ball. One. And Lazul is 0 for 1 with a ground out, a walk, and a run. 2 outside pitches after strike.
Yeah, that's Max.
Brady. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch, good location, just perfect one there. Just able to get the nice swing and miss.
So two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 runners in scoring position.
She's actually swinging her legs.
Ball's fouled back.
Just fouls that one off. He almost got a swing and miss there. That was some good luck there for Lazul.
I swear adrenaline was there.
Just outside.
Wouldn't chase on the outside pitch.
And now we got a full count. So big at bat, big pitch here. McGrady can end this inning right here. But does not, gets a high ball and bases loaded on the walk.
Yeah, again, try to get him on the outside and just wouldn't go for it.
Now it'll be Xander Silken at bat with the bases loaded, 2 away. Silken has walked both times today. And the first pitch strike.
Good placement, freezes him up on the outside part.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of ball jolted back into the zone. A low ball. 1-1. Fouled. So now McGrady leads the count. 1-2.
Good 1-2 count. Nice slider coming across the zone, swing and a miss, and that could end the top of the inning. Especially with bases loaded here, that's exactly what the Seagulls and Max McGrady both want here.
Just low.
Not necessarily the location that I think he wanted perfectly, but again, he's still got another one. He's still got another pitch to play with here.
And this one is going to be grounded to the center. Victorian throws to first, and he makes the throw in time, and that'll end the inning. So with bases loaded, no one scores, and this game remains tied at 4, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. And now at the bottom of the 4th, with a tie game at 4-4, Ryan Seo still on the bump, and Matt Galvin leading it off as the batting order for the Seagulls turns over to start out the 4th. First ball goes behind Galvin, or low, I should say. And that gets Galvin right on the shoulder. So he'll take first on a leadoff hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Seagulls. Shortstop number 20, Caden Victorian.
Your Ryan Seo, that is not a good start to the inning. But we are rooting for the Seagulls here, so of course not happy about the hit. Now Caden Victorian gets a first pitch strike. Victorian led off in the third, which started with a double. The first of 4 doubles in that inning. And Sepulveda throws over to first, but Galvin makes it back in time. Another pickoff attempt, this time by Seo. And that ball just gets into the low part of the zone. And a ball in the dirt. So it's been tied. It's tied at 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that's one away.
Now batting for the Seagulls, right fielder number 7, Alan Ramirez.
Alan Ramirez at bat. The RBI doubled in the third. Runner goes. The ball is dropped, and so Galvin gets in there with no hesitation. First ball's high. So 2-0. And this one is hit but fouled into the right side. Ramirez took about a half a swing. He chases that one. And
Now batting for the Seagulls, catcher
not
number
sure
16,
there.
Ethan Johnson.
They call it a strikeout. So that's 2 away. Ethan Johnson. First one is under his feet. And this one is grounded right to Seo, and he makes the underhand toss to Lizzle and ends this inning. So not quite like the last inning, but it's a tie game, and Seagulls, I'm not worried. Now we are in the top of the 5th inning, and a new pitcher for the Seagulls. It's Reese Appleby coming in for McGrady. Appleby pitched on Monday over 3 innings. First one is in the dirt.
I remember that game from Appleby. The end, he did struggle a bit, but his first 2 innings he looked pretty good, and that has seemed to be the case for him every game. He always comes out really strong. I haven't seen him come out and get absolutely, give up a huge flurry of runs or a huge flurry of hits.
Sepulveda is 0 for 1. They pop out third and made it on base from an error in the second.
That was a good pitch from Appleby there, because he just got him to bite.
And pops this one. It'll be fouled right.
As I was saying, just on that last one, got him to bite on that. Check swing just went a bit too far over, and with the outside slider, I mean, I feel like the Seagulls are really good at getting a lot of guys to bite on the slider, which, to be fair, righty on righty isn't too hard to do, but I feel like a lot of good put-away pitches are generally seen with that slider coming all the way across the strike zone.
That one is just a little low.
You can see what Appleby's trying to do. That was low and away, trying to get him to look down in the zone and think he can drive that one up.
Here's the 2-2. And that one gets Sepulveda on the arm. Looks to be okay. Or excuse me, did not hit him. Looked like it did. So it'll be full count. And that one gets him. Right in the zone, and Sepulveda is not happy about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's half price hot dogs.
That was the hot dog batter too, so.
Yeah, as you said, hot dog batters, so half-price hot dogs for everybody here. But, yeah, just a good pitch there from Appleby on the outside. And, again, Sepulveda not happy with that one, but he's got to walk away, and Appleby very happy with that one. Good way to start his relief pitching.
First pitch ball, just under zone. Gabriel Tapia, 1 for 2. Had an RBI, 2 RBI single. This one is grounded to Victorian, who bobbles it and drops it. So that'll be an error.
Now batting for the Stompers. Right fielder number 3, Quinn Medin.
And now Quinn Medin. Runner goes. Not in time. The throw, and Tapia takes third, or second, excuse me.
Yeah, he had a decent jump there, and Johnson looked like his throw was a bit off balance. He definitely had it. You could tell that he's got the arm. That one just came out of his hand a bit weird. I think when he stepped back, he kind of rolled back on his back foot a bit, so that threw him off, because he definitely had him. He had the time, really good pop-up time.
Low ball. Yeah, Appleby this season, kind of like what you were saying, has some solid innings. By 7.36 ERA. Looking to get that down here. And here comes Seckler. Makes the throw, but it's not in time. And that's 2 runners on the corners.
Now batting for the Stompers. Left fielder number 12, Kieran Baker.
Yeah, just again an unfortunate play there. Was a good throw attempt there from Victorian. But again, you got to give kudos to Medin, who took off, beat out the throw, and that allowed Tapia to get over to third. Now you said Jonah runners on the corners and only 1 out. So a bit of a dangerous situation here for the Seagulls.
Kieran Baker at bat, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. And Baker holds to bunt, but then pulls back. And the 1-1 for Appleby. He bunts again. That one is going to be fouled.
And they're really trying to get in the runner from third. That's Tapia with the bunt here. So runner goes. They say that
Runner goes, and that runner on first makes it in time, but Baker is struck out. So 2 away, 2 in scoring position.
Center fielder number 19, Cameron Hegeman.
And now the batting order flips over for the Stompers, and Hegeman takes the bat.
Yeah, Hageman, as we saw, got the swing, and on the check swing said that he went, but it was a good jump there from Medden, who got to second.
And so he got some ooze. The ball might have hit something, not sure.
Yeah, that foul ball came off the bat hard. Hopefully everybody over there is all right.
Swing and a miss.
Good strike, looked like a changeup there. Got him to go way out in front, and the mechanics kind of went out the window of his swing.
That's 0-2 count for Appleby. Ball low and away.
Not a bad 0-2 pitch there to try with the put-away pitch on the outside. Looked like a fastball, looked like it got a bit away from there, too far off the plate, but not a bad location.
This one is going to be drilled into right foul territory.
Yeah, just a bit late on that one. Timing was close, though. If that one dropped, that might have knocked in 2 runs and would have been a very different ball game.
So count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Reese Appleby. All 3 of his outs come from strikeouts. Very solid inning for him. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, that's a really great way to come into the 5th and start off your pitching game here.
Number 17, Ethan Bergen.
So going to the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher for the Stompers, we just had Ryan Seo pitch. Now it's going to be his brother, Kyle Seo. How about that? Both Seo brothers coming in.
Yeah, it makes me think of Tyler and Taylor Rogers for the Giants just last season. So pretty fun to see. I bet it's a good atmosphere when they're both hanging out, having a good time on the field.
Kyle has just a little bit of a better ERA. His ball is going to be called foul for Ethan Bergen, who's 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. So yeah, Kyle Seo with a .485 batting average through 13 at-bats.
Long time in between pitches there.
Yeah, looks might have been timeout or just taking a second. And now a 1-1 count with the high ball from Kyle Seo. And that one comes back into the zone.
Now 1-2 count. Bergen's got to protect here.
This one is going to be grounded to second. And Bergen's thrown out. And that's 3 groundouts in the game for him.
The Seagulls. First baseman number 32, Jackson Bird.
Now Jackson Bird had an RBI double in the third.
Yeah, he was the fourth one in that really nice inning where all the doubles came in just back in the third. So hopefully he can try and produce that here. He had a good swing. Let's see what he can do. And it opens it up for him, righty on lefty. That makes it easier. He can see it better out of the hand.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
2 swings in and misses. Having a little bit of trouble timing it up here. So now he's really got to protect again. 0-2. So if it's close, he's got to take a chance at it. And as I said, a very long time in between pitches from Sale.
Swing and a miss, and that one was a drop third strike. And Bird is thrown out.
Now batting for the Seagulls, left fielder number 36, Derek.
3 straight swings and misses. Not the at-bat that the Seagulls are looking for, but he's able to get some good movement. A lot of change-ups in those first 2 at-bats. So we've seen him use that here, and I feel like he's going to use that a lot over the next couple of innings, especially if it's working.
Now it's Waldvogel. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI single. Swing and a miss. Ball is outside. And that one gets Waldvogel right on the hip. Looks to be okay.
Now batting for the Seagulls, third baseman number 51, Justin Seckler.
And again, keeping the inning alive by any means is always nice probably not the way that Vogel wanted it to go, but the Seagulls will take it. Now you got a runner on, and as I say, keeps it alive. Especially when it's a tie ball game, you want as many opportunities to try and get any runs across as you can.
And this one is absolutely drilled into left field. Here comes Baker, and he slides and makes the catch.
What a catch there from him. That was a great swing from Seckler. He was all over it, and obviously Baker had to get over pretty quick, slide down, and make it. So some bad luck for the Seagulls, but again, that is a great swing that any coach is going to like.
And that will end the inning with a score of 4-4.
Thank you.
And
Going into the top of the
we
sixth, it still
will
remains
go
Stompers
to
4,
the
Seagulls 4.
fifth. And going to the top of the sixth with Appleby still on the bump and Max Handren at bat. First one is to the inside. Handren is 1 for 2. And gets that one.
Good location there on the outside.
Hey, sound of fireworks or something. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Backed him up on that changeup there. Really good. Probably, again, it's only been an inning and only another batter here in his next, but he's looking really good.
Especially against Handren. But this is the first time he'll see him today. Handren's last 3 times at the plate were against McGrady. That one is outside.
Not a bad location, trying to get him to chase, but got to give it to Handren in order to just lay off of it. But he's definitely aware of the outside. I think the inside pitch here is open.
And that one gets him.
Oh yeah, you can also do that too. Freeze him up, always works.
How about it for the Stompers? Shortstop number 7.
And that'll be Appleby's 4th strikeout of the game. So
Yeah, all 4 of his outs have been strikeouts. That means he's really feeling the ball well. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, just all of it.
now it's Kyle Olympia, who's 1 for 2. And it's this one. It looks like it's going to be fouled behind us. goes in the dirt.
I tried to get that slider outside all the way across the plate, just lost it a bit. By the time it was out of the hand, it was already, instead of it coming in and sliding all the way from the inside to the outside, it was already just over the plate, so way off there.
Fouls this one back.
So now it's a 1-2 count here for Appleby and a chance to put him away, maybe even get another strikeout.
This one's going to be fouled left.
Yeah, fouled the inside pitch and stays alive. Tough to do. You can see that Appleby was trying to work him time up, and he almost did. He just got a piece of it. That was Olympia.
And it grounds this one to third. Seckler makes the throw, and that's 2 away.
Now batting for the Stompers. First baseman number 45, Paul Lazula.
Here comes Paul Lazul. He was walked in his last 2 plate appearances. Fouls this one back, and so it's 1-1. Fastball right in the zone.
Another count where Appleby is ahead. I don't think there's been a count, or if there's only been one where he hasn't been ahead in it.
Yeah, and he's just confident, stays composed. And this one is going to drop for Lazul into left field.
Yeah, just a bit unlucky for the Seagulls there. He was able to get it off the end of the bat and one of those bloop hits that just kind of drops in and just finds a way onto the grass. But shouldn't shake Appleby too much. He's still been pitching really good, and that one, just again, not much you can do about it. It's not like that one was absolutely drilled or he didn't get it in a good location. That was just some good luck for Sonoma.
So it looks like umpire is taking a second here. Not exactly sure what's going on. Comes Coach Caviglia to talk to home plate umpire. Umpire might be having an issue here. So we're going to take a second here. Now everything seems to be okay. And we'll get back to it. And here comes Xander Silken. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and 2 walks and a run. And first ball is inside. Here goes the pitch to first, or the throw to first, on time.
Not a bad look from Johnson there. Popped up as soon as he got it in his glove and tried to catch Lazul off guard. I like the thought, try and get this inning early. Excuse me, try and get this inning over here.
So 2-0. This one is going to be grounded. Victorian goes over to first, makes the throw, and that ends the inning.
That was a really good play. He anticipated the grounder perfectly off the bounds, right into his glove, threw it across his body while he's running. Very hard to do. They make it look easy, but that's a pretty hard play to do. That keeps it 4-4.
Going into the top of the seventh, it remains.
And now back to the action here. There's a pitching change for the Stompers. This one's grounded. Throw to first in time, so first pitch swinging for Prieto results in the ground out. As I was saying, the pitching change for the Stompers is Micah Marquez.
Center fielder number 26, Mac Galvin.
So now, after the lineup flips over for the Seagulls, Galvin's up for the third time today. He is 1 for 2 with a double. He flew out to right field back in the second and was hit by a pitch back in the fourth. So that one's in there for a strike. Score is still 4-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. This one is going to be popped up into center and tracked down. So there's 2 down. Some quick outs here for the Seagulls.
Yeah, and they're just getting a little nervous here, but make sure they get some good at-bats. And
Victorian!
here's Victorian. Ball is inside. Victorian is 1 for 3 with a double, a ground out, and a strikeout. Also has a run. One is into the dirt.
So 2 straight inside pitches here for Marquez. He's pitched him inside. Might open up the outside and get Victorian to chase. Let's see what he does here.
Ball is just a little high.
3-0 count for Victorian. Definitely a chance to try and swing at something if it's in the zone. Doesn't hurt. 2 outs.
And an inside pitch, and that's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk for Victorian.
And Victorian's been drawing a lot of walks lately.
Alan Ramirez.
Yesterday, Victorian drew 3 just in 1 game, and he has another one that accepts 4 walks in 2 games. He has his double as well. He's seeing the ball very well for the Seagulls ever since he's joined.
First pitch strike.
Okay, that one was down the pipe. Looks like Ramirez wasn't ready to swing the bat at that one. That's all right. Since that was first pitch of the at-bat, he has no reason to swing if he doesn't like it. Calling that one keyhole hitting.
Runner goes. It'll be down the line. It will be fair. Goes all the way, and that puts out Ramirez and ends the inning.
Not a bad swing, good contact, but that was just a good play there from Handren, third baseman for Sonoma. He was able to get that one, reach over, snag it, and throw him out at first. Ramirez trying to hustle and beat that one out. Didn't work out, but you always got to love it when the guys are trying their best.
So top of the 7th, and Esteban Sepulveda at bat with Reese Appleby pitching in his 3rd inning today. And first pitch almost gets Sepulveda, but Johnson makes a catch.
Yeah, that one way inside. I don't think he was trying to go there. That one just got away from him.
Strike one, so 1-1.
Off-speed pitch split the zone there. Not a bad location, 1-1. Fairly lucky, though, that Sepulveda didn't take a swing at it because he could have drilled that if he had time, but he didn't like it, so I kept the bat on the shoulder.
Sepulveda is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a pop-out, and an error, or made on base from an error. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, 2-2 in front of that off-speed pitch again. Changeup definitely got him. So now again, Appleby in a great spot.
So 2-2. Ball gets away from Johnson.
You could see Sepulveda thinking about it, but didn't take the bat off the shoulder. Not a terrible thought for Appleby to go slider across the plate. I do like the thought, but just a bit too far outside as that one did get away from Johnson. Shows where it was.
Full count. This one is hit into left field. It will drop, and that'll be a leadoff single for Sepulveda.
Yeah, that was a good swing there. He waited on it perfectly on that changeup. He was ready for it there. And changeups, they can be dangerous every once in a while. Most guys don't have it timed up, but when they do, they can drill it. And that one just didn't have a whole lot of distance on it, but it had good contact and dropped in for a single, leadoff single for Sepulveda.
Gabriel Tapia, 1 for 2 today. First pitch strike for Appleby on the fastball. It's this one down the right field, right line, and it's fouled.
A good swing that was loud off the bat, but luckily it was foul for the Seagulls because that one definitely would have gotten Sepulveda at a second. That one had a lot of heat on it, even though it was on the ground. Still smoked. But now it's an 0-2 count. Appleby really in the driver's seat here. He's able to go anywhere he wants because Tapia has to swing at it.
This one is going to be grounded in the center. They'll just go to first. Get one out. Never mind, they call catcher's interference.
Now batting for the Stompers.
So
Right fielder number
will be
3,
both.
Quinn Medin.
Yeah, tough play for tough luck for the Seagulls. They got one. It was a smart play for the second baseman Bergen to not try and get the double play. They were never going to get it. He realizes that, throws to first, gets him in time, but unfortunately, catcher obstruction from Johnson obviously accidentally didn't mean to do it. But now there's 2 on and no outs, and just really unfortunate there.
Runners go. It's bunted. And Tapia is, or excuse me, Medin is thrown out.
Yeah, that was a bunt that they definitely want there. That was pretty perfectly executed. Gets the runners to second and third, and that's exactly what you want there. And now we see Appleby might get taken out here. There was already somebody in the bullpen, so let's see who it is.
Yeah, looks like Appleby might be done for, at least a mound visit right here for the infielders and head coach or manager Mark Caviglio.
Anybody wants to buy tickets for Yeti Cooler or Grill?
And no, he won't. Appleby stays. Appleby stays on the bump. You got 2 runners in scoring position. And it's Kieran Baker who's 0 for 3 today. 1 away. It's this one fouled back. Called strike there. So 0-2 count here for Appleby.
0-2, really good. Again, similar to last time, really good spot for him here.
Inside pitch.
It looked like he was trying to tie him up on the hands there, get him to swing and miss, get the second out. I do like the thought just a bit too far inside, but honestly, if he goes for it again inside fastball, I don't think that's a bad spot to put it again.
1-2 for Appleby. 2 runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss. And that's 2 away.
That's a huge, huge strikeout there. Makes you breathe a little bit because now with 2 runners in scoring position, you don't got to worry about a ball being in play and getting past. Even if it's a ground out, the guy can still run and make it. Now you get the throw to first, that's the out, and that can hopefully keep the game at 4. And I think Appleby, the way he's been playing, he can absolutely produce that right now.
And this one right into the glove of Bergen, and this game still remains tied. So Appleby, with runners on second and third, doesn't hesitate, strikes out Baker, lines out Hegeman, and now the Seagulls take the bat. We'll go to the top of the 7th, bottom of the 7th. And Ethan Johnson leads off against Kyle Seo still on the mound. Ball just gets in the low bottom left corner. And so 1-1 count here. And that one is going to be fair down the right field line. Here comes Johnson. He's going to second, and he will hold up there.
Bergen.
That was a really good swing of the bat there. It was on the inside, but he dug it out and was still able to get to roll all the way down the line, just stay fair. And when it just stays fair like that, it's hard for the fielders to get it because it rolls into the foul territory. Though, as I said, stays fair. He's able to get to second, so a runner in scoring position, no outs, and the Seagulls with a great shot here to try and take the lead.
And that's Johnson's second double of the game. His last one came in that third inning where all of the runs were scored for the Seagulls. And a quick, looks like timeout, or Nick Escalera, batting coach, talking to Bergen for a second, but now Ethan Bergen. And so he's looking to escape the slump. And make it on base.
That one was way inside.
Looks like we'll also have a new pitcher.
No, it's the same pitcher. Yeah, it's the same pitcher. It's the same pitcher, bro. It's the same pitcher. What's the count? 1-1. 1-1? Yes. It's the same pitcher. It's the same pitcher, bro.
17.
No, you didn't switch it. He came in last inning. It's the same pitcher.
Ball goes above the head of Bergen.
Dare I say he's now aware of the inside pitch.
This one is grounded to third, and it'll be Bergen thrown out, and that's his fourth ground out of the day.
Yeah, but like we saw there, Johnson was able to read that play, waited for the throw, and scurried on over to third. So now with one out, a deep enough fly ball or a single could knock in the run. Again, Seagulls take the lead, hopefully.
Yeah, like you said, Ethan Johnson comes over to third with one away, and Jackson Bird at bat. He's 1 for 3 today with a RBI double, a fly out, and a strikeout. First ball outside. And hits this one. It escapes and rolls in. Ethan Johnson comes in to score, and the Seagulls take the lead by 4. How about it?
That was a really good swing, waited on it on the inside turn, and just turned it on the right time. And as you said, just escapes the glove there of the diving second baseman, Silken, rolled into the grass. And yeah, 5-4 lead for the Seagulls, and couldn't have got it done any better than that. And again, runner on first, and only 1 out, so still a lot of time left in the bottom of this 7th inning.
That ball is low for Derek Waldvogel, who is 1 for 2 today. An RBI single in the 3rd, strikeout, and a hit by pitch. And he drills this one deep in the center field, and it drops! And here comes Bird rounding around third. He's being waved in. Bird slides in. And he's safe. And that's going to be a double for Waldvogel. And the Seagulls take a 6-4 lead with just 1 out.
Yeah, a bit of a risky move there to slide in Bird, who was flying around, but I like the thought there from Escalera, third base coach. And 2-run lead, dove under the throw, and you can't do it any better than that. Another run scored with a runner in scoring position for the Seagulls. Again, we've mentioned it so many times today, even yesterday too. Their kryptonite has been runners in scoring position. They have taken off, and they look like a completely new offensive team right now, especially against the Stompers, first in the CCL North. So kudos to them, and still 1 out. They can keep it going.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher here too. Get you that in a second, but the Seagulls now have a 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. And after the Seagulls get in 2 runs, a new pitcher for the Stompers, it's going to be Hyun Han. Han is a rising sophomore from Pittsburgh, California. He's currently undecided. First pitch, swing and a miss from Seckler. Seckler is 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts and a hit by pitch. Han has a 188 batting average this season. And so he's going to try to maintain that, and probably a reason why he's being put in as one of their best relievers. That ball is fouled back. So 2-2. On has this sidewinder. Looks kind of like a Tyler Rogers, dare I say. So 2-2. And this one is popped up into center field. They can't see it, and it drops. And here comes Waldvogel scores, and Seckler slides into third.
Wow, you don't see that very often. It looked like the center fielder for Sonoma just lost it in the dark. He didn't know where it was. He stopped right in his tracks. I thought he was under it. Then all of a sudden you saw him look up left and right, didn't know. And extremely good luck for the Seagulls, and now they're up by 3.
Okay. And now Joseph Prieto at bat. He's 1 for 3 today.
And again, just a mark here, still only 1 out.
First ball goes behind Sepulveda.
Definitely not where he wanted it. Got away from him there. A release point might have been a bit off.
So 7-4 is your score for the Seagulls. Right in the zone for the strike.
Didn't like that one. Didn't like the location, so
1-1.
maybe just held off for a second there. A bit of keyhole hitting, as I mentioned earlier.
This one is fouled back.
Oh my god, that's Andre, hurry up. Run! It's the fastest he's ever run. Run, Forrest, run!
And here's the 1-2 from Hahn.
See how fast Andre runs?
Yeah, Prieto's got to protect here.
And the check swing from Prieto. They say he does not go.
That one was close, borderline. He almost went across. You could see him step back and turn because he was trying to get all of his momentum to go the other way. I think that's a good call by the umpire.
And that one is going to be just fouled. Looked like it got the inside of the bat.
Yeah, way to fight that one off. It was inside. If you watch that go by, most likely would have been a called strike. So a tough spot, and luckily for him, didn't roll fair because it would have been an easy throw out to third. Now he's got another opportunity to try and put it in play, maybe knock in another run here.
So 1-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, excuse me, it was 1-2, and that was the strikeout pitch.
Yeah, some good slider motion there. Good slider motion there from Hahn. Didn't cut out till the last minute, and obviously resulted in the strikeout there. Just a tough spot. That's a really good pitch. Slide all the way across the plate.
Now the lineup flips over for the Seagulls. Matt Galvin, 2 away. First ball is low. So sacrifices are not in play here to get Seckler home. Has to be a base hit. one way outside. That one is going to be fouled down right.
Good
So
swing.
2-1.
Obviously a bit late there because it went down the line, but shows that he had a good look at it because it was still pretty solid coming off the bat. Nice loud pop, good contact.
Steckler taking a little bit of a lead. And that one is going to pop to second, but make the quick throw to first and end this inning.
Yeah, rough grounder. That one hit the ground pretty hard. Could have popped up and over the head into the grass, but wasn't the case. So inning goes down. Inning ends, we go to the top of the 8th.
Yeah, so three-run score there for the Seagulls. They take a 7-4 lead, and we'll go to the 8th.
Your Seagulls.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Appleby still on the mound. He's pitched 3 innings already, so coming up on his 4th. And he's taken on Handren, who is 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a single. That one way outside, nowhere to be found.
Yes, the Seagulls are sticking with him here, and rightfully so. Hasn't given up a run yet in his past 3 innings. He's looked good. He was able to get out of that jam just back in the 7th, so might as well stick with him.
That one is high. And that one finally gets into the zone after a 3-0 count, makes it 3-1.
Yeah, really good location there. He got it on the outside. Bit of a risky one with the 3-0, but I do like the confidence in his pitches.
This one is going to be fouled right, and so Appleby gets right back into it, makes it a full count.
Yeah, didn't lose it. Kept with the stuff that he knew was going to work well, and like you said, Jonah, back into it, full count.
This one is popped up high. Here comes, it's dropped. Appleby looks to make the catch. He does not. And Handren will reach it off of an error
Now batting for the Stompers. Shortstop number 7, Kyle
by
Maloney.
Appleby. It was so high that it was just hard to see.
Yeah, similar to the play that happened to the center fielder for the Stompers just the last inning. That is Hegeman just lost it way up there, and the lights don't help from where they're at. So just some bad luck there for Appleby, but that one has nothing to do with his pitching.
First one in there. Swing and a miss. Now has an 0-2 count.
Great place to be for Appleby. He can go anywhere that he wants here, work him inside, get him to chase down low, chase down high, outside, because he's got to swing if it's close. We may see a put-away pitch, maybe an off-speed slider on the outside or a curveball down low, even a changeup. Yeah, check swing. Olympia just couldn't hold back enough. Really close, but tied him up inside. Perfect placement there. Exactly the result that Appleby wants.
So now Paul Lazul. He is 1 for 2. A single, a ground out, and 2 walks, and a run. And he absolutely drills this one into center field. Here comes Galvin, and he'll make the catch, and that's 2 away. So a ball that was in a similar place when the Seagulls hit it, when their center fielder Hegeman couldn't make the catch, but Galvin, no problem.
Yeah, that one was a bit farther back where the lights can really mess with you. Galvin had to run forward closer to the infield for this one, which that part is a bit more well lit, easier to spot. So I feel like if it was just a bit far back, like you said, that one could have been a more negative result for the Seagulls.
First pitch under the zone for Xander Silken. He's 0 for 2. 2 groundouts to shortstop and 2 walks and a run. Ball low and away. Handren at first. Score is still 7-4 here in the top of the 8th. And that one gets into the zone.
Really good placement there, and Silken is unable to get the bat off the shoulder before he thinks about it.
And Appleby, every time, even if when he's down in the count, whether it's 2-0, 3-0, he doesn't worry about it. This one's popped up into foul territory. Can't even see it. Looks like it was dropped, and so that'll be 2-2.
Yeah, that was Bird ranging over to get it, and like you said, definitely one of the darker parts because it's in foul territory where the lights don't really shine, and he just couldn't get it. Went a bit too far, had to reach back and just dropped out of the glove. But again, you got to like the effort, like the hustle to try and get to the bottom of the 8th.
So 2-2. 2 outs. This one is grounded. Here comes Seckler, throws it all the way. Not in time. So a good... Didn't look like he was trying to bunt, but it was too close in field that Seckler couldn't get it in time. And that's 2 on.
Yeah, that swing, he swung over the top of it, hit the grass, and immediately stopped rolling. And we could see the third baseman, that was Seckler, think about making the throw over. He didn't. Silken took off and was definitely able, obviously, to beat out that throw. Good thing by Seckler. That could have resulted in an error.
And that first pitch for Sepulveda is fouled into left. Sepulveda is 1 for 3. He hit on base twice through a single and an error. So 1-1, I believe. 0-2, excuse me. That one is fouled back, so Sepulveda stays alive.
Yeah, Appleby trying to put him away on the outside. Sepulveda sticks with it, trusts his swing, and stays alive. But that one was pretty close to being a swing and miss.
And that ball gets Sepulveda, or it
Didn't get him.
did not get him. Looked like it got him. Johnson makes the grab just in time. So a break for Appleby. And the Seagulls doesn't put another guy on base, at least for now. And it's 1-2. That one is blown away.
Just a bit too off the plate, but again, gotta like the thought of the put-away pitch from Appleby. He's showing confidence in his pitches, both primary and secondary. That ball gets away from him. Ooh, if I understand where they are.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the top of the 8th. Appleby versus Sepulveda. And time called from Appleby and Ethan Johnson comes to the mound.
Charlie, it's Vici. The phrase, the Roman phrase. Vici. We need Vici. You said Vicky.
Yeah, but I mix it. I understand it's Vici, but I'm right.
You're right.
I'm in AP Latin. I'm right.
What?
I'm in AP Latin. I'm right.
Isn't it Vici? On my life, it's Vici.
It probably is Vici, but I changed it up to make it feel better.
Bro.
Here's the pitch. It's hit, popped up deep into left field, and it's caught by Victorian and ends this inning. And another scoreless inning for the Stompers while we go to the bottom of the 8th. The bottom of the 8th with the Seagulls up 7-4. New pitcher for the Stompers, it's going to be Braden Gentz.
Fastball low, tries to get him to think about it, maybe ground out, but doesn't go. Good take there from Victorian.
Yeah, Caden Victorian at that. He's 1-4-3. Has a 2-0 count. And this is the 6th pitcher of the game for Stompers. They don't give their pitchers much time, seems like. That one gets in there. So 2-1. High ball.
Now with the 3-1 count, you got to think about something to swing at here.
Gentz, through almost 13 innings pitched, has a 2.84 ERA. This one is going to be grounded into center field. Here comes Silken. And looks like he will be thrown out in time.
Alan Ramirez.
So that's one away for the Stompers. Now Alan Ramirez. He is 1-for-3. Against taking second. Oh, now he is pulling in Sepulveda to have a mound chat. But a game, Seagulls have just been batting really well, or at least in 2 innings. They have been, because all of their runs have been scored in 2 innings, the 3rd and the 7th. One away. It's Alan Ramirez, who hits this one to 3rd, and he's thrown out, and that's 2 away.
Now, batting for the Seagulls, catcher number 16, Ethan Johnson.
Hang on. Ah, damn it.
So, Ethan Johnson coming up. It's like taking a second to make it there. Either way, the Seagulls up by 3 runs, looking to upset the Stompers and try to put them out of playoff contention. And now Ethan Johnson, he's 2-for-4 today.
Johnson had that single last time, or no, it's going to be the double last time, that went just down the line, barely stayed fair after it hit the first, or no, didn't hit first base, but just barely rolled next to it and went into foul territory, so he was able to round first, get to second, and let's see if he can do something like that again here.
He had 2 doubles today for Ethan Johnson and 2 runs and an RBI.
2 doubles, 2 runs, RBI. That's a good stat line for a game. Let's see if he can add to it, trying to increase this lead.
And that's strike 2, right in the zone.
2 count, gonna have to protect anything close. Got to think about it.
Johnson does have the advantage as a lefty. The ball goes wide.
could see that Gens was trying to get him to chase outside, but that one just didn't get out of the hand right, so it was way, way off the plate.
Swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Braden Gens. And the Stompers have one more chance. Seagulls doesn't typically look like them, being on the positive side. And they're going to try to end this inning here. It's like, not sure who the pitcher is yet, but we'll get that to you. Here we go. Top of the 9th. It's 7-4, and the position player Mark Zhu coming in with a save opportunity here. First pitch is high against Tapia. He is 2 for 3. 2 RBIs. This one right into the hands of Zhu. He didn't even have to flinch. It was just right there. And that's one away.
Comebacker right back at the mound and just didn't even hesitate into the glove. Nice and smooth. As you said, quick, 1 out.
First pitch in there. And this is the first time in over a month that we've seen a position player come onto the bump.
Yeah, the Seagulls pitching has been good. Not a lot of injuries. Not a lot of bullpen guys that were being overused. And now you see Zhu in there, and he isn't pitching too bad.
So 1-2. And this one is going to be singled into left. And that's a base hit for Quinn Medin.
He was all over that one, waited on outside. Not a bad swing there. Got it into the hole in between short and third. So only 1 out, runner on first.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter here. That's going to be Trent Keys.
Now batting, number 25, Trent Keys.
Oh, what a save. That was a pop-up sliding catch.
First pitch is away. Runner goes. And not in time. Medin steals second. Ball way outside. And that'll be 3-0. Keys has a 192 batting average this season. And that one finally gets in there for a strike.
Three-one count, not where we wanted to be in, but like you said, good strike. Hopefully keep that going.
Swing and a miss. And Zoo gets right back into it, making this a 3-2 count.
Fights his way back in, stuck with his stuff, and it's always great. It's always nice to see a pitcher that's confident when he's down in the count. That means that he trusts himself, trusts what he's got.
And that one is going to be grounded to Bergen, makes the throw, and that's 2 away. However, Madden did make it over to third.
Yeah, it does advance the runner, but now 2 outs, so just got to play some good defense, get some good pitches in, get a strikeout or some weak contact, and hopefully end this one.
And now Hageman. Is 2 for 5. First pitch is outside. That one is low and away.
It's 2 pitches that are outside. Might want to try the inside or a low change up here if he's got it.
That one is high. So 3-0 count for Hageman. And that one finally gets into the bottom part of the zone.
Strike at the knees, really good spot. If I was him, I would try and get him inside, tie him up, or get him to swing weak contact and a nice weak dribbler back to the mound or over to third.
And that one is high, so it's ball 4, and now the tying run comes to the plate.
Now batting for the Stompers, third baseman number 24, Max Andrew.
And now you're going to have a mound visit. Caviglia comes out. Looks like Zoo will stay, but just calming him down. Excuse me, he will be taken out. And we will tell you. So Jackson Bird coming in. Coming in to hopefully save the day for the Seagulls.
That big moment here, you don't see it a whole lot when there's only one out left, but when managers bring him in, bring a guy like that in with only one out, that means they want the win bad.
First one is inside. Bird, who started the game at first base, but now coming in as the DH and pitcher, of course, was actually slotted to start pitching tomorrow. And that's a strike. So 1-1. Runners on the corners. And that one is just inside in the zone, and the Stompers, are down to their last strike.
It's the 1-2 big moment here for Bird. He can go almost anywhere he wants here. He's got some pitches to play with. Seagulls dugout's loving it.
Here we go. This one is going to be grounded. Here comes, that game is over. Prieto puts it away. And the Seagulls beat the Stompers 7-4. Stompers looking to get a big win here, make it into playoff contentions, but the Seagulls say, not so fast. Through some great batting, an impressive 3rd and 7th innings, and some great pitching by Reese Appleby and Max McGrady. That'll do it.
Yeah, very big win here for the Seagulls. They take down Sonoma first in the CCL North, and Sonoma not happy with that one. They got to try and fight to live another day in that first spot against Slow. Slow's on their tail, and a big game from, as you said, Reese Appleby. He was huge in this one, arguably player of the game for him.
And that'll do it for Jonah Lipson and Dominic Klima. Have a great night, everyone.
Yeah.
And go Seagulls.
The next home game will be here, 6:05 Saturday night. We will see everybody then.
Yeah, but tomorrow, Seagulls now head on the road.